Hello there, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to make a spring card using a My Favorite Things set by Stacy Akula called Easter Bunnies. So it's an Easter set, but I am not making an Easter card. So look around your stamp sets. You might find a set that is made for one thing, but you can do something else with it. So I'm starting off with a die as well called Sending Hugs die, and I am just going to run some pieces of paper that match the size of the die through my Xyron sticker maker. I have found that this is probably one of the best ways to get your sentiment dies all lined up a little bit better if you want them to be a little bit thicker without having to use glue. I do end up using some glue just to show you that it can be done either way. But I did cut those down, and now I'm going to start running those through my Sizzix Sidekick. And those will have sticker paper on the back, so I have now made stickers out of each of those. I know this is nothing new, but I sure love doing this, and these dies make it really easy. So I'm just running the hugs through. I'm going to do it with white paper twice, and then I'm actually going to use some glitter paper as well. Now this does not have sticker paper on the back of it. I did not do that with that. I'm going to end up putting that down with glue. But yeah, so I'll have 2 layers of white cardstock and then 1 of the glitter cardstock that will go on top. And then I'm going to do that again with the word sending. I'm doing that with 2 white pieces of paper and 1 of glitter cardstock. And then I will start getting those all ready to go. So this is how easy it is when you use the sticker paper. You peel off the sticker backing, which you can't see that I'm doing, but I did peel that off, and this is nice because it gives you a little bit of wiggle room before it is actually completely adhered. So I can manipulate that so that it is all lined up perfectly, and then when I'm ready, I'll just push it down. And now I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that because now I'm going to stick down the glitter cardstock hugs right on top of that. And again, with the white glue, I can manipulate that a little bit just to make sure that everything is lined up correctly. And I'm sorry, sometimes I just get in the zone and I don't see myself, or don't pay attention to what I'm actually doing. So I'm peeling off the sticker paper on that one again. And I've kept the sticker paper on the back of the first sending because I'll use that to adhere that to my card itself. And then once I've got all the sticker paper off, I will start adhering that down, just getting everything lined up correctly. And then I'm going to use the glue once again. And then I will tack down my glitter cardstock onto the top of that sending as well. It's great. And these dies are so good because they have that thicker area as well. So that makes it pretty easy to do glue or doing the sticker paper through your Xyron sticker maker. I think I want to get one of the bigger Xyron sticker makers though. I think that would be really helpful. I love my little one, but I think I want a bigger one too. So I'm going to put that on my wish list. And then I will set that off to the side and get to my stamping. So once again, this is from the Easter Bunnies stamp set. This is new from My Favorite Things. And I just love these little designs by Stacy. They're so darn cute. So I stamped out one of the bunnies in the set, and then I'm going to stamp out the 2 butterflies that come in the set as well. I'm going to do some really super easy Copic coloring. So I'd stamped that on Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and stamped it with Memento Tuxedo Black ink onto Express It cardstock. And now I am just putting down my E41. It's a very light color. I didn't want my bunny to be white. I wanted him to be a little bit brown. So for my darker color, I'm using E31. And notice I use a lot of flicking motions. And that makes it so that it's a little bit lighter on your edge. So it makes it easier to blend that out. And so once I've gotten all of the E31 where I want it, I'm going to go back over it with the E41. I left a lot of white space there in the middle for my bunny. I just thought that it would give him a good highlight. And then I'm going to go in with R11 for my rose color for his ears, his little cheeks, and his little feet. And then I'm going to move on to V06 for his bow and the butterflies. Now I only used the V06. I let that dry, and then I did end up going back over that once it was dry because you can add a little bit of shadowing. It's not going to be a lot. It's not going to be a big difference, but just a little bit of shadowing. So that way you can have a little bit of depth and dimension. And once I'm done with all that coloring, I will fussy cut him and those butterflies out. Now I'll get my card base ready, which is just some white cardstock that I had cut to 4 1/4 by 11 inches and scored at 5 1/2 inches to make a top folding A2 size card. And the cardstock that I have there is this Basil polka dot paper cardstock. I don't know where I got it, honestly, but it does have a little bit of texture on it with these little polka dots. And so I'm just going to put that down with some liquid glue, leaving a white border on both the left and right hand side. Just a little something different. And then I'm going to start peeling off the sticker paper on my sentiment. So that's the one that I had left on. And then I'm going to adhere that down to my card front, because I'd kind of figured out where I wanted things before I got going. And then all you have to do is just really push that down and it should stay pretty well. Now, this is a little bit, it's a little bit tedious. I did keep the eye for the sending, and so I did find that I had the sticker for both of those, and so I'm sticking those down. I'm peeling off the back, and I'm using my crystal katana to stick those down on top of each other. You could completely skip this step if you if it didn't bother you whether or not you had the dimension, but I just went ahead and did that. You could skip that, and then you could just use a little bit of liquid glue and then stick down the dot for the glitter eye if you really wanted to. But I went ahead, since I still had them, I just went ahead and put those down anyway. And now I'll peel off the sticker paper for the hugs, and I'll adhere that down here in a second. I want to make sure that I have my bunny exactly where he's supposed to go. So using that Xyron sticker maker really does make it so much easier for some of these sentiments. And then I'll just stick him down as well. And looking at my bunny, I realize that he's floating, and I'll fix this here in a second. So I'll just go ahead and stick down my butterflies. And then I'm going to grab that Copic E41, and I'm going to put that underneath my bunny just for a little bit of grounding. It's not a lot, but at least it doesn't look like he's completely floating. But for a final bit of embellishment, I'm going to grab some Super Nuvo Dream Drops by Nuvo, and I'm going to put a few of those drops on top and on the bottom, and I'm telling you that it just really adds. It's like such a finishing touch. Could just be that I'm obsessed with these, but anyway, that's going to finish off this card after I tap down those Nuvo drops, and then that'll be that. But if you like this card, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And as always, guys, thanks for stopping by.